Hello, fellow flow hackers. Thanks for joining me today. I just wanted to point out a tremendous resource called Flow. If you're just getting into flow hacking, this is the ultimate reference that you can get. I don't know if it's the best book I ever read, but I think it might be the top two or three best books I've ever read. It's um it's the ultimate resource. It's written by a gentleman by the name of Mihaly Csikszentmihaly, and he's the godfather of all things flow. You can see my copy here. It's a little it's a little weathered. I'm reading it now for maybe the fifth or sixth time. I don't know, maybe more. I don't know, but it's kind of a tough read. I will put the link to it so you can find it online in the description below. It's kind of a tough read the first time through. The second time through is a lot easier. The third time through, of course, is even better. But I would suggest that if you have any interest at all in flow or flow hacking, that you get your hands on this book and read this first. It gives a really good foundation to what flow is all about. They call it, he calls it the psychology of optimal experience. That is a great way of describing flow. One of my favorite things to remind people of when I talk about flow is that one of the best flow hacks there is just knowing what flow is and just understanding flow. Because then it's kind of like Target. You can kind of approach it in a way that if you know what it is, then you can identify it. Then it's something to chase, and it's really not that hard. A lot of people go into flow pretty quick, naturally. They're doing something, they're doing an activity that they enjoy, and they're getting feedback from, and they understand the reason why they're doing it, and they're totally focused, and they slip right into flow. But it doesn't happen every single time, and it doesn't happen for everybody, and that's what we're all about here at howtohackflow.com, which is our website. Is for explaining this to people and showing our hacks and revealing our hacks on how we get into flow and how we use flow rather than just waiting for flow to happen. Sometimes we get into flow when we're in a conversation, or we can get into flow when we're doing a sport. A lot of athletes, get into flow and for to achieve optimal performance in their sport and to reach higher levels in their sport. But we can get into flow just working sometimes, but it doesn't happen every time. And what we believe is that it can happen more often. And if you kind of target it and you kind of know what it's about, you can get yourself into flow before you start working, and you can reap the rewards of flow whenever you need it. So that's what we're all about. In today's video, I just wanted to introduce flow. It's been around since the early 1990s. It's like I said, this is probably the ultimate resource there is if you're looking for a place to start. Right here. And I'm actually working on some videos right now, some excerpt videos from flow, because it is kind of a tough read, kind of hard to understand a little bit, a lot of neuroscience, a lot of psychology stuff, but golden nuggets buried inside this book. And I'm working on some videos now where I take excerpts from the book, paragraphs, and I kind of give our take, our spin on it, our explanation, and how we can apply that. I don't know if you've watched any of our previous videos, but really what we're all about is creating flow and using it and applying it to, or I should say hacking into flow and applying it to success, financial success, career success, entrepreneurial success, and not necessarily sports, although you can learn flow and use it for just about anything. Specifically for us, we focus on success and how to apply flow to success. So check out this book. Like I said, I'll put a link to it down in the description below. And if you can, give it a read. If you want to, you can watch some of our future videos. I think I might have one coming out today or tomorrow. Depends on when I can finish it. And I'll go, like I said, I'll go through some explanations, some little tidbits, some of the really good stuff from flow, and I will go over my explanation of how we can apply that to our everyday lives. And thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.